What did you think about that tweet from Elon Musk? Did you see the one where he was talking about, if Apple does this, he's like, this is outrageous. If they do this, like, I'm banning Apple phones from all of my companies, and you'll have to not bring, you can't even bring the phone in if you're a visitor.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's like, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts on Elon at the moment is Elon is the king of engagement farming.
Yeah.
I mean, and he doesn't even need to be the king of engagement farming. All he has to do is tweet anything and millions of people are going to see it. But I think he likes stirring the pot. I just think Elon loves going on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and just stirring stuff up. Like, I just think that's his MO. I don't really think he would ban iPhones. I think a lot of his employees would be pissed off about that. Like, I can't see him doing that. But he was basically saying, like, if it was like running locally on their phones, like, what did the actual tweet say?
If they integrate OpenAI at the OS level, then Apple devices will be banned at my companies.
Yeah. So do you really see Apple integrating OpenAI at the OS level? I don't know. I have a hard time seeing them do that. I think OpenAI, they're still going to use the API. It's still going to send to the cloud. It's still, it's still going to go that direction. I don't actually see Apple integrating it at the OS level.
Yeah, he probably watched the video and it was kind of vague about how those integrations are going to work. And he probably made some really quick assumptions and tweeted this out. I could see him being generally, like, he currently hates OpenAI. That's like now his like enemy number one, Yeah, I could see him being like paranoid because, like, yeah, in theory, you could have situations where, the phones are just like listening to you and like it's feeding it into this AI brain. So yeah, you wouldn't want somebody from this company that you hate having a device where it's like feeding information to them, in theory.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see where his concern is. I don't see Apple going that direction. Apple teased like right now you can connect to OpenAI with more models coming in the future. So that makes me think that, you're going to ask a question and it'll, how it has a pop-up now that says, do you want us to send this to ChatGPT? It might have like, you set a default, right? Oh, I want my default to be ChatGPT. I want my default. In the same way, like if you use Safari, for instance, on your mobile phone, you can go and set the default search engine, right? You could say, I want my default search engine to be Google. I want my default search engine to be DuckDuckGo, Bing, like anybody actually does that, but you could. I think it's going to be similar to that. I think you're going to be able to go into like your Siri settings and then say, what's the default large language model you want to use if we have to send this off to the cloud. It'll give you the options of Gemini, Anthropic, OpenAI. You pick the one of your choice, and then it kind of goes and does that in the cloud and then sends the response back.
So no X phone. That was the other thing. Like for that tweet, it started a whole thing on Twitter where people were like, or
that
X.
wouldn't shock me at all. I feel like Elon just wants to have his fingers in every industry, so that would not shock me at all.
that could be like the reason, like you're saying, he's like engagement farming to then set up for something like that, right?
Yeah, like that's his market research right there. I'm gonna tweet this, see what people say about it, and if there's enough demand, I'll go build another company around it.
Yeah. I mean, I assume he just really doesn't like this new alliance between Microsoft, Apple, and OpenAI. It's like...
Yeah, I get that too. But Microsoft and Apple are still not like fans of each other, right?
I know. It's a really odd relationship, the whole thing.
Yeah, because supposedly there's rumors that Microsoft is upset that OpenAI is now working with Apple, but there's nothing Microsoft can do about it. And so I don't know. It's a lot of interesting drama.
Yeah, and there was also that rumor before the event that like, oh, maybe they're like building robots together, because everyone's been saying that Sam Altman is like hiring people to build robots right now. That's a rumor in Silicon Valley, and I think they were doing a job posting or something about it too. And so like, well, maybe they're just gonna collaborate with Apple. Or my crazy theory was like, OpenAI invested in that robotics company Figure. Like, I would not be shocked if Apple or OpenAI or someone just snaps up Figure and just rolls that up internally to then build robots and then put their AI into it. So I assume now Elon is just seeing all of them as a threat, because he's really doubling down on robots, possibly at Tesla if he actually, if his whole pay package, that's another whole thing that's going on right now. But if his pay package gets passed, he'll probably do it at Tesla. If not, I assume he's going to be doing it at XAI and not Tesla, which is going to be dramatic.
I also heard recently, too, that the lawsuit that Elon Musk had against OpenAI, he finally dropped it. So there must not have been a whole lot there.
Yeah, well, there was that whole thing where the emails came out, too, right? Where it was showing it was not exactly as he had painted it, because basically he walked away, right? So it was like, they didn't kick him out of the company. He was like, yeah, I want to go in a different direction. You guys disagree. So,
well, he basically said, I want control, right? He said, I want control. I want to be the decision maker or I'm out.